Hey everybody, thank you for watching my channel, Losing It. I'm glad you're here. This is my 22nd week update after the gastric bypass surgery. A lot has gone on for me this last week. I'm going to go over some things that have gone on for me this last week and some things that I'm currently doing to help myself just stay in the weight loss game here. We'll talk about my weigh-in and inches that I've lost as well and give you guys an update. So I'm just going to get right back into it. So a lot has gone on for me this week. I've had 2 episodes of hypoglycemia, and that's can be common for someone who's had the gastric bypass surgery. Usually it doesn't start happening until a year or 2 years, even 3 years after you've had the surgery. But for me, it's already happening. Not sure why it's happening to me so soon, but it is scary, and it is something that if it happens to you, just be prepared to have candy or something on hand in case you have an episode. Just kind of have, I don't know, a secret stash or something that you can go to in case it happens to you. Basically what happens when I have hypoglycemia, and I did another video about this, you can check that out for more information, but you feel really weak, really shaky, you just start dripping in sweat, your heart starts pounding, things like that. It can be scary and it can be fatal, so you do have to act. You have to take action and help yourself. You can't just sleep it off or something like that. You have to take action. So I've been in touch with my doctor. I know what to do. As soon as your blood sugar comes up, you need to eat a meal with some protein and carbs to balance, a really good balanced meal. So I think that I'm focusing right now on getting in my protein. I can't possibly eat as much as I need to be eating to get 60 grams of protein in, like my doctor and dietitian want me to. So when I do sit down to eat, it's just protein, and protein can lower your blood sugar. So I think that's kind of what's going on with me a little bit too. So we also had a tornado a couple days ago here, so there was a lot of emotions and stress and things going on with that. So yeah, that was fun. I've had a lot of pounding in my head again too. I think it's from the congestion and things that I'm going through. I have year-long allergies, and right now the pollen count is really high and allergens are really prominent in the air in my area. So I'm kind of thinking that's what is causing the pounding head. But I've taken Tylenol, I've taken allergy pills every day, Sudafed, and nothing is really helping. So I'm just kind of constantly walking around with just hard pressure behind my eyes and my temples, and it just sucks. But maybe it'll go away soon. I did have my blood work done last Friday, and the things that were checked were my thyroid was the only thing that we checked that was related to weight loss. We checked some other things too, but it wasn't really related to weight loss, so I won't go over that. But my thyroid was a little high. My T3 was high, so I'm going to be given a lower dose of medicine. I'm going back down on my thyroid dose. I want to say that this can be a good thing. It's like when a diabetic is not so dependent on insulin anymore. It's similar to that. And so this is a good thing for me, but at the same time, I'm nervous that I might not lose weight as fast as I have been, but and I kind of remind myself too that I really don't think the thyroid medicine has had anything to do with my weight loss. I took it for three years before, and I wasn't really on a therapeutic dose though those 3 years, but it also did not help me at all lose weight. As a matter of fact, I gained a whole lot of weight during that 3-year period. So, and weight loss was still a challenge. So I'm not going to count myself out. I'm just going to be thankful that I do not need more thyroid replacement medicine. So So that's a good sign, and I'm going to be happy about that. This last week, I've had a lot of emotional roller coasters. As I was saying before about the tornado, there was some stress involved. I woke up a couple mornings in just a really bad emotional place. The good thing is that I was able to overcome those episodes and get back on track. I was still able to get myself to exercise and eat and drink. So it in the end did not end up affecting my plan or my goal. So I'm happy about that. My weight loss has slowed down a little bit, and I'm a little disappointed about that, but I will talk about the inches I've lost at the end of the video, and I'm really excited and happy about that. So although the weight loss slowed a little bit, I'm just going to have to, get in gear and get some stuff done, like start some cardio or something. I guess I should say heavier cardio than what I'm doing because I walk. So that's some things that have happened to me this last week. I want to take a minute here and invite you to subscribe to my channel if you're interested in weight loss or what life is like after gastric bypass surgery. That is what I talk about in these videos on my channel. And so I want to invite you to like this video if you feel so inclined, and subscribe to my channel, and also click the bell icon if you want to get notifications of when I upload new videos and continue to stay on top of the information that I'm giving everybody. So this week also I have started to try to get my life organized, I guess you could say. I had 3 surgeries last year, and one in May, one in August, and then the gastric bypass in December. So last year was kind of a wash for me. Things kind of just fell apart. So now that I'm starting to feel a little bit better and recover good and get on a good track after the bypass, I really just want to get back to life and back to organizing and handling things, being more resilient and things like that. So that's going to start for me with just organizing my life. So I've been watching some YouTube videos from experts in that field about, getting your life together, basically. So that's been fun. I think it's going to be a challenge, but it's one that I'm willing to take on and excited about. I am also reading 2 books right now. This is Winning by Losing from Jillian Michaels, and it's really a great book. I encourage everybody to pick it up. This book goes over some diet and exercises like cardio and weight training. So it's just basically an overall good health book to have. The diet in here is the glycemic load diet. So basically eating things that are not going to have much impact on your insulin levels. So, basically low carb food, but not just low carb. I mean, it goes a little deeper than that. So I'm really liking this, and I think that's probably a diet that I'm going to choose to follow when I can, I guess, get back to eating a whole meal or more than just protein. But there's also great ideas in here for cardio, and she talks about some myths that people have about cardio that I definitely had about cardio, and dispels some of those myths. So that's a good book. I'm also reading Shape Magazine's Ultimate Body Book, and this is 4 weeks to your best abs, butt, thighs, and more. It's a great book too. I haven't gotten all the way through it, but I noticed in the back of it, I've just been flipping through the back that I haven't gotten to yet, and it talks about cardio and diet as well in here. But this basically is a book. I know you see real thin models on the front, and there's pictures of thin sports models all through the darn thing, and I wish that wasn't the way it was, but it does talk about in the book about building your own body and how every woman's body is different and unique, and how you can't base your results on someone else's results, and basically love the body you have. So I like that message, and I like to read that for good information too, because I am going to step up my cardio game. But before I do that, I'm feeling really kind of weak, unsteady, stiff, all those kinds of things. So I would like to get stronger and work on my balance, my flexibility, and things like that before I start a cardio program. I know that may sound a little out of order, but I've been injured before doing cardio, and it set me back for a good, I don't know, I think it was like 8 weeks. And by the time I was healed, I was so terrified of injuring myself again. I didn't want to work out anymore. And it took me, I don't know, maybe like a year or so before I started working out again. And I don't want that to happen to me again. I think I won't handle it. If I were to get injured, I know that I wouldn't handle it that way again. But I just don't want to take a chance. So I want to try to get stronger, more sturdy, become more steady and balanced before I up my cardio game. So I think some lightweight training and resistant band training with just light dumbbells and resistance bands, I think will help me get stronger and feel sturdier. And then I am going to look into things like yoga and Tai Chi to help with balance and things like that, to help me improve in those areas as well before I really hit a big cardio game. So leave a comment in the comment section if you want to, and tell me what you do for exercise. If you have any ideas for me, I would love to hear them. Tell me what you think about my ideas and my plan for exercise. I would love to have your comments and just build a community here for us. So the next thing I want to talk about is my weigh-in. So 22 weeks down, I weigh 171 pounds, and that is 71 pounds lost. I'm really happy about that. If anybody had asked me on December 13th when I was going into surgery if I thought I could lose 71 pounds, I would have said emphatically, heck no. I'm just going to take a moment to let that soak in, because I really did not think this was possible. I thought maybe we'll just see. I kept, kind of saying to myself and to others, well, we'll just see. Hopefully this works, because I need my eyesight, and I talk about why I decided to have this surgery in a much earlier video if you want to check that out. But I was thinking to myself, I hope this really works. It's worked for everybody who has had the surgery. I don't know. I haven't heard of anybody who hasn't lost weight, so surely it's got to work. But really, truly believing it was not on the radar. So I think it's really wonderful that I've lost 71 pounds. I'm amazed every day that this body is doing it and it's getting it done. I always looked at myself as unhealthy, weak. I'm already short. So just didn't really have confidence that my body could function and get the weight lost. And 71 pounds down is amazing. I never even dreamed I could lose 71 pounds. So I'm so excited about it. I took my measurements today for the second time on this journey. Like I said in the beginning, I was so unsure if I could lose anything. I didn't even think to take my measurements. And I want to encourage you, if you're in the beginning of your journey, to take your measurements, because it helps provide motivation as you're losing those inches. Not just the scale, not just relying on the scale to tell you that you're doing good. but that will also help motivate you when you see those inches lost too. And when you drop sizes and you buy a smaller size clothes, all of those things are really good to do. I really wish I had jotted down my inches when I first started the journey, but I didn't. I took mine in February. That was about a month and a half, month and a half to 2 months after I started this journey. So I took them again today and compared the numbers to my numbers in February. And so far on my waist, I've lost 4.5 inches. On my hips, I've lost 6 inches. I am shocked by that number. Obviously, from day one, it would have been higher. The 4.5 would have been higher, and the 6 inches off my hips would have been much more as well. I'm amazed by those numbers. I just really am. I'm so happy with that. And I hope you are having the same success. I encourage you to leave a comment and tell me about your successes. I would love to hear about them. Oh, also, I also subscribe back to whomever subscribes to me to help build a community here on YouTube for us. So I'd love to hear your successes as well. So that's all I have for today. So until my next update, I hope you'll join me and continue losing it. Bye-bye.